Hi guys, welcome to another vlog. At least I think this is going to be another vlog. I'm still deciding how I want to split up my Norway vlogs, but this seems like a good point to start this one. We're in, okay, I don't really know how to pronounce it yet because these Norwegian words, I feel like they have kind of like a slur when they speak. So it's kind of like Turtegro or something like that. I'll have to hear them say it first, but in English, it would sound like Turtegro, and it is back up in the mountains. We came down from the Arctic and stayed in Oslo for a few days.
I'm talking up a duty. 나는 영원히 like Yuri. My pocket's widow, yeah I'm chillin' now. I'm shooting buckets now, 차라리 don't bet. 씹어먹어라, my name is 600 pounds. And listen 넌 진심이 어때? I'm boss with ambition, yo 치러라. 밖에 사는 짐승다. Got the hands in the air. We're throwing up a G, so now what to do?
We made it to Oslo. It's our first time in the big city. We just had a party at Norona. Norona is one of Owen's sponsors, his outerwear sponsor, and they were having a big sales meeting, I guess. And so they invited us to come and party with them. So they had this, they actually have a huge place, and it has like all of their clothes and all of their manufacturing facilities, like from design, pre-production, samples, people making the samples from scratch, like everything goes on here. And it was cool to see it all. And then there was a speaker there. There's actually a motivational speaker to start it, and he was a luxury watch brand owner. And I loved the inspirational speech. It was so good. He was basically talking about how the outdoor industry and luxury industries are getting closer together, which I have been thinking a lot about lately and really feel like that's happening. So tapping into that, I think is going to be really interesting. And then the owner of Norona got up and talked about the whole history of the company. And then afterwards we had this huge sushi party and there was a DJ and we just met a bunch of people who work for the company. There's like 120 people that work for the company, so it's actually really big. And then we just took the train back to our hotel, which is in the city center. We're at the Clarion. I should have taken a picture of this place before it was a disaster.
We brought too much stuff, we made a mess.
But it's a nice little spot. And we have now 2 days to ourselves. Well, I thought I had 2 big city days ahead of me, but apparently in 2 days there's a holiday. Did you say it's Labor Day?
Yeah.
Labor Day is on Wednesday, it's Monday. And so now I'm gonna have to do all of my fun Oslo stuff tomorrow. And sleepy time. Thank you. The street is super cute. It's got all kinds of shops. Owen came with me, but I think he's a little upset that he came with me. He did shop more than me. And let's go check out this one. I think the floating saunas are like the hottest business in Oslo. We're just walking around checking stuff out. Let's see, our saunas are open every day from 7 o'clock. Reserve a spot. What's the price? 20 for non-members. a very touristy area of Oslo. We got food trucks behind me, some cruise ships ahead of me. There are a lot of cruisers all around this city. And we just sat by the King's Palace for lunch. Apparently they have a king here. And now we're just kind of walking around. It's really nice. It's 70, but it's perfect. So the Arctic. I don't know if I can make a whole Oslo vlog.
But it could be Oslo and hiking.
We got Syrian food tonight, which is fun because I don't know if we've ever had Syrian food, but I had bulgur. I can't. Some cream.
Killing.
Ooh, it's like a garlic yogurt or something, and this like chicken looks so good. And Owen got a lamb shawarma, but he's eating mine instead. Drove up 5 hours to get to the mountains that are 5 hours away from Oslo. So there's a whole new mountain range. It's not by the fjords, which is a little bit of a bummer, but it's still like full on mountains. So this thing that we're at right now is called High Camp. And it's basically a festival up in the mountains where a bunch of people come and camp out in the snow. We have a hotel room. Nerona set us up with a hotel room because they're one of the main sponsors of this event. And so they kind of invited us, gave us a hotel room, and we're going to see what it's all about. But everybody, apparently it's like this huge party scene. And then it's for the next 3 days. So I guess you just kind of wake up, have breakfast, ski tour, and then there's like tents set up, kind of like a festival, like a repair tent, a like talk about guiding tent. I'm not really sure actually. I have to figure it out and I'll take you along for the ride. But that's where we are right now. It's an absolutely gorgeous day and I think it's gonna be amazing the whole weekend. This is a little taste of our little room here in the lodge. It's truly in the middle of nowhere. When we were coming up, we had to go, the road was crazy. Like it seems like it's just gotten plowed out and we weren't even sure. We're like, hopefully this goes the whole way because if it doesn't, it would have taken us hours more. Time to go get registered and figure out what the schedule is. I also have to make some friends because I think Owen's gonna go touring with some like actual other pros and I need to find some girlies to ski with. It's our first day out ski touring. Beautiful day. Everybody is already out. Been a really slow day or slow morning because we were trying to decide what kind of day we wanted. Owen has a sore throat, so he wanted to take it a little easy. And I'm very, very much in casual mode. The Norwegians have a fun, bright style, and everyone was just in like shorts and a t-shirt because I guess yesterday was so hot. It's like 50 degrees, but with the sun reflecting off the snow and hiking up, it's just like so hot. So here's my outfit today. Got full shorts and tank top. I'm starting with a puffy. We'll see how long it lasts. We had a really nice ski tour today. I actually love how in Norway it doesn't have to be your whole day. It can just be a little part because you can just drive up to the base of the mountain, hike up as far as you want, and then hopefully get some good skiing back to the car. And it makes for just like an easier day. Like today we just went out of the hotel and went straight onto the mountain, which makes it really nice. A lot of times you have to like drive to the location and then maybe hike in quite a ways and then get to the mountain and then hike up, and it just becomes like a full day event. And that's kind of the reason why I don't ski tour a ton, because I just don't want to spend my entire day doing that all the time. I just love when it can just be a piece of the day. So that was really fun. Now I need to do a little bit of work. I haven't worked that much on this trip. Usually I'm doing work a little bit more, but I don't really mind that I haven't done that much because we've been skiing so much. I probably wouldn't have too much time to. But I do have a project that's in the works now. I'm doing a digital illustration for the Four Seasons Hotel, and I told them I would have a first draft done in a week, and actually that's like 5 days from now. So I need to start on that because that project's going to get rolling really fast. I kind of gave them a timeline of finishing it in 3 weeks, which is how I prefer projects to be. I want kind of the whole thing to be done in under a month, or else it just drags on and too many revisions and everything gets too long. So 3 weeks is great for me for that. And what we're doing is just some illustrations that are going to go on their containers for like to-go items. And I actually don't know what I'm going to draw, so I had to think a lot about that. It was kind of a cool process. I wanted this to be a licensing project because I'm wanting to do more licensing work for companies. And by licensing, it just means that instead of selling something one time, I can sell this illustration to multiple people. So it sort of worked out. I wanted to do licensing, so I gave them a fee for the licensing, but they wanted to own the artwork. I don't always let companies own the artwork because it can be frustrating if they do really, really well with the artwork and start selling it all over the world, and then you realize you were only paid like a little bit for it. So I try to structure things now that make sense if that's going to happen, because I've had some sucky things in the past where I should have priced it better. So we did that, but they wanted to buy it out. So then I just basically 3x'd the price. That's kind of like the going rate of a buyout versus a one-time licensing plus illustration. So it just worked out for both of us, and we both are happy. So that's great. I'm working with a girl that I actually play volleyball with, which is pretty fun. She's the marketing director there. And so yeah, I'm going to go down to the lounge and do some work for the next 2.5 hours until we have dinner. We are eating our gourmet dinner in our room today because somebody's under the weather and it's healing. So we thought maybe it'd be more healing to watch a funny movie while we eat, even though it's so beautiful. It's a little bit sad, but we can pretend we're with everybody outside who's having a good time. I've been a little lame while I'm here, and it just gets to be cold and late, and I want to go back into our room and just stay there for the night, but I wanted to see what kind of party was happening out here, and it looks really pretty. It's definitely chilly tonight, but the sunset's kind of cute back there, and yeah, let's check it out. high camp is over. So today we drove 5 hours from Tortuga, wherever we were, in the mountains, and drove back to Oslo. We have to deliver our rental car back to Oslo, so that was kind of the main reason. But we also didn't know where we were going to go next, and Owen's been sick, so that made it a little tougher because we weren't really getting much figured out because he was kind of sleeping all day. So we came back to Oslo today, got a quick hotel, and made the decision that we're going to fly to Lofoten tomorrow.